What's up, everyone? I'm Redtail, and this is the drive home. Sorry, there was a gap for, I think, 3 weeks now? There was a gap. 1 week was because I didn't actually work that weekend. Did I? Anyway, I can't remember. There was one weekend, last weekend, where it was just... Well, I'm not going to lie, I got lazy and I didn't do it. I just went straight home and didn't want to do a drive home. Sorry, that's what it was. But tonight was it was easy. Not exciting at all. It was exciting, but it wasn't exciting. I got to work a live gig, which I like doing that. But at the same time, there wasn't any tussle fun, or actually no, there was girl fun as well. It was the bass player for the opening band, the supporting band, was quite good looking. Unfortunately, her boyfriend was in the crowd. So it's not unfortunately it was in the crowd, it's unfortunate she has a boyfriend. It fucking sucked. She's a looker as well. Goth. Oh, damn. But the venue that I worked at tonight was a new one. I've never worked here before. I didn't even know it was a thing. And then my dad said, oh, it's like right here. It's right near here. And we both found out at the same time, oh, it's a live gig venue. So that was fun. Tonight, it was what was it? It was a Talking Heads tribute band. That was the main headline act, was a Talking Heads tribute band. Oh, I left that too late. Sorry, I know, I'm sorry. You can shout at me later. And I'm not a fan of Talking Heads. Like, I'm aware of their songs like Psycho Killer and This Must Be the Place and that other one where he's doing like the weird dance. Like he's nearly on his knees, but he's also not at the same time. And I've got Gino Cappuccinos and fucking Lebos in the car in front of me, and they're annoying the shit out of me because they're accelerating and braking really quick. And I will say, I preferred hearing the stuff being played live than I do hearing what they did in the studio. I don't know what it is, I preferred it. I mean, at least this time I could hear all the guitars that didn't sound ridiculously fake and synthy. And at the end of the day, I did prefer the supporting band. They were all original songs. It was the trio. It was all original songs. I actually quite liked that. I enjoyed that. And I to see if they were open, but they weren't. And I don't know why that is. They usually have something on Fridays. Today, I should say, because it's just gone past midnight. I'm adding later on. I think that's around 4 o'clock I start there, and it's 4 until like 1:30, something like that. I think it's like 1:30. And I know why. It's because it's a straight A long weekend, so there's definitely going to be some shit that goes down. But that is for tomorrow, so I'm gonna leave it here at the moment. Catch back then. And we are back. It is currently Sunday, around 5:15, and we just finished a very, very lengthy shift. I started at, I believe it was 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon at hotel. And then I've followed it up. I got actually I don't want to say begging request, but it was that one was almost out. It was a request of like, dude, there's a lot of people at please get there. Cool. And so I worked there from around 1:15. It was 1:15 I signed on until exactly 5 o'clock when they got me to sign off. It's a long day. Day, night, whatever. Night is my day. I'm like a vampire up in this bitch. The first part of the evening was frustrating. It's not a young demographic there. There's youngsters that go there, but it's more of a people in their 30s and 40s. It's a upper echelon sort of place. And so when they're vaping, it's more smoking's the issue. When they're vaping, it's not so much it's annoying. It's not the end all be all. The smoking's probably the worst one. It's like if you're caught smoking, at least like if you're told once, please go downstairs to the smoker's deck and do that. You catch it again, then it's straight out the door. With vaping, it's more of a, okay guys, haha, very funny, please don't do that. There's a smoking deck for a reason. Yes, we understand you're vaping, but it's also smoking. And it's more and more annoying when it's the same repeat offenders. And you can pinpoint them from the first interaction you have with them in regards to, oh, please don't vape. It was annoying, and then one of the guys I work with, I don't think he's my direct supervisor. He's like the RSA guy that works in-house there, and he was getting annoyed at me for not even saying anything to them. And I did say to him, it's like, how many times have you told them, please go downstairs to the smoker's deck? And he said, that's a fair point. I said, there's only so many times I'm going to tell them, and there's only so many times they're not going to get annoyed at me when I come over and say the exact same thing. So what's the fucking point? Especially when there's 20 minutes left on that level. So I work with someone else tonight, and a guy by the name of who, as soon as that name was said, it's like, that's a pretty uncommon name, even for Eastern Europeans. I said, and someone was talking about what he did for work, and he said, logistics, and I said, you wouldn't happen to be in valuable logistics? He's like, yeah, why? And I said, who you work for? And he told me the name of the company. He's like, oh shit, you're he's like, oh, I don't get it. I said, you worked with my father. And he's told him, well, my father's name, and he's just like, no way, you're kidding, right? He said, and he looked at me, he's like, when I first saw you, he's like, there's something uncanny, there's something familiar, I just can't quite put my finger on it. And I said, yep, well, here's why I seem familiar to you, because you worked with him for probably the better part of 5 or 6 years. So that was pretty cool, that I got to meet him, and he said, yeah, he was a real treat to work with. Actually, saying that legitimately, he had nothing but praise to say about my old man, which feels pretty good. Fills me with a great deal of pride that it's not only my work ethic is my own, but it's been passed on, and his work ethic has rubbed off on me as well. And then so my second venue where I went the following, that was more of a clusterfuck. For some reason, guards weren't where they were meant to be. When I first got there, mind you, there weren't enough radios. And so they said, okay, stand in one spot. It's like, right, does that spot mean? It's like, no, because if something's happening, how are you meant to call us? It's like a fair point. Excuse me, I just downed a Red Bull. I haven't done that in ages, so I'm a bit burpy. So, okay, I guess. So, there was 2 guards walking around the second floor where there should have been just me. I should have just been walking around, and someone else should have been in the room, like the room we put. Someone should have been in there. They weren't. It's like, okay, so things were going on in there. So I get the radio, right, eventually, and majority part of the night is what I'm doing is just, I know this sounds very Nazi-like, I was just following orders, but that's really not the case. I poke fun at that, but it's really not. Our general marching orders is to anyone who's too intox, there's no ifs or buts, just kick them out. If they seem like they could they're not yet at the brink, tell them to go get some McDonald's across the road, and then they can come back in, say, like, whatever it is, like 20 minutes, half an hour after their food's run down, see how they are. And, general stock standard stuff, but tonight was, like, really heavy on any intox at all, fuck them off. That was the direct line we got, so it was more of a, okay, well, something's happened. There was allegedly why I say allegedly, I was not there earlier in the night. Things had gone wrong with one of the drag shows, and there was water involved, and someone slipped over, and that venue's already in a court case with someone who injured themselves by slipping on a wet surface there. So, oh, great, yeah, so that's just more adding fuel to the potential fire. But other than the intoxes, my main issue was the Indians and Arabs groping people. Not just chicks, but also dudes as well. Like, I'll use a specific example. One I went to was someone's friend actually said, because I was walking around the second level and I was about to do a rotation through the again. And they said, hey, my friend has someone that's trying to make out with him, and my friend's saying, no, I don't want to. So, okay, cool. I'll come have a look. Just point him out to me. And as I'm walking the room, I see this dude's got this. So it's two dudes. One of them's smushing his face, trying to give this dude a kiss. And the guy's just, actually, I can see him shaking his head no, and I can see his lips moving, saying no, no. And the guy starts freaking out when I'm saying, you're gone. He's like, oh, but why? What have I done? And I said, I don't know how I can explain this more than I've already explained it to you. I saw him signaling no so many times. He was shaking his head no, saying no verbally in English, which I know you understand because you're understanding me when I said step to the side here. And you still insisted on you were going to try and make out with him, so which is why you're leaving. He's like, oh, but why? And I said, okay, now you're just acting like a fuckwit. I said, the reason that you obviously don't realise that no means no is because you've never been told or you've never been hit around the back of the head. I'm going to tell you now, when someone in this instance is telling you, no, I do not want to make out with you, fucking listen to them. Otherwise, either them or their friend or the bouncer, i.e. me, is going to have something to say physically. And when I got him to the front door, the other guard's like, oh, what's going on here? And I said, he was just trying to make out with someone. They're like, oh. So I break. I said, no, the dude didn't want to make out with him, and he kept trying to force himself on him. And that's one example that probably had six or seven more times throughout the night. Wow, fuck me. One of the Arab dudes is like, oh, do you speak Arabic? I said, no, bro, this is Australia. He's like, yeah, but do you speak Arabic? It's like, no. One half of me is Irish, the other part of me is Scottish. No, I do not speak Arabic. He's like, do you have anyone here? I said, maybe at the front door. He said, oh, you're just bullshitting. He said, I need someone to speak Arabic. I don't speak English. Like, you're speaking English right now. What the fuck are you even saying? What is coming out of your mouth? You speak the bullshit. I think I just worked too long. I just thought, at the end, there was some of the regular chicks that noticed I was just running on absolutely nothing. And just as soon as something was going on, I was like, ah! What the fuck is this? Ah! That was what my eyes were saying, like, oh. But of course, professionally, I had to be like, please stop. I'm not going to ask you again. Please stop. Okay, move out of the way. We're going. It's like a stern but firm, a firm but fair parent. An underpaid parent. Oh. What have I done? Oh, God, I missed the exit. Oh, fuck. Wait, what is that sign up there? Please tell me that's Burke Road. Oh, please tell me. I need it to be. I kind of missed the exit. I don't want to have to go all the way to Doncaster. Oh, please. Yes! Oh, I didn't miss it. Oh, thank God. Well, on that big, nice ending, I'm gonna, what the fuck I'm saying? I have worked for roughly 14 to 15 hours. I'm very loopy, very tired. I did not get that much sleep between Friday night shift and now's shift, so I'm going to bed and down the rest of the pizza that's sitting there for me and go to sleep until I have to get up and go to dinner. So, thank you all so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, please don't forget to leave a like and a comment and hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you in the next video. See ya!